Minecraft. What a fun, disastrous, and amazing game at the same time. And you know what? This room right here, it really doesn't do this video justice. So, well, shit, that worked a ton. Yeah, welcome to my gaming area, ladies and gentlemen. And before you start making fun of this, it's from my dead grandma. I remember this one world I played with my half-brother. It was like our first survival world, and we built a really shitty house. I remember one day we found a witch hut in the distance, and I broke the cauldron with my fist because it was useless, and we were like 7 at the time. Well, I was like 7, he was like 5. Jesus Christ, we were young. Anyways, no, I mean, like, I didn't play Minecraft that often on the 360. And you know what? I think that was a good idea. Because I couldn't get as creative with my shit and get indoctrinated into it early on. A little year called 2018 changed that all for me. That's right. That's when I got that bad boy right here, the Switch. You know, I have a lot of nostalgia for this thing because, like, even when I was down in the worst times, yeah, I'd always used to play this. This was my key system right here. I didn't have a fancy Xbox or a PlayStation. No, I had this and that port and eventually this controller along with along with this one, and then there was a green one that I gave away. But anyways, the Switch. I began playing Fortnite on it because it was 2018 and it wasn't a cringy thing until
Victory Royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down.
Anyways, no. I got back into Minecraft after the wave of Fortnite ended and started on a single player world that I got my first set of diamond armor, made a wall around this village, a great big cobblestone wall with a door that had redstone. That's when I joined my first public world. I built this shitty little shack that, yeah, got torn down pretty much instantly. So after that, I built a great pyramid. That really wasn't great. So I built a bat cave. That got found instantly. So I built a mansion that stood there for eternity. That was made out of wood. And got burned down to the ground. Okay, that last one was a lie. But even still, I built a mansion. I flew with an elytra. I killed the wither. I got a full-ass beacon. I had everything in this world. And you know what? It wasn't a realm 2, so I had to wait until the server owner would get on. And you know, this was really my introduction back into Minecraft. This got me running back as far as servers too, but another story. But anyways, yeah, like, I remember, like, we really didn't used to fight much back then. It was more about creativity, more than battling. And we just used to have fun on that world. I mean, we had this great plan where we were going to build a castle and build a different place, and then we were going to collide and beat the shit out of each other. But no, that never came true because eventually we created a new world. And this would change my life forever. And you want to know what the first thing I did when I start this realm? You want to know what I did? I ran for my goddamn life because spawn was a horror fest. People were getting killed left and right. You couldn't even stand for a second. So I ran away first chance I got into these fields and a village. And from there, I'd transform this empty village into an expansion that I called home. You know, before I get into the tragedy, let me tell you about this place. It had a house, it had a weapons room, it had a gold farm, it had a barn, it had a fishing house. It had everything you could want in a Minecraft world in a mini-sized base that you could just go from house to house to house. It was perfect. To make it all better, a major conflict hadn't started yet either. Who knew this was an amazing realm? Until one day, a man that was a crab, let's say, or a fish of some sorts, ruined everything. You see, in that world, I was a fisherman. I fished for my armor set. I fished for anything I needed. And for some reason, this guy had a problem with that. And instead of just telling me he had a problem, he would instead go on to rage the greatest rivalry in history. This man, he was ruthless. He would do anything and everything in his power to get that fishing rod back. And you know what? You know what happened? The server joined him. They were all against me. Every single one fell under his control. Eventually, they built a courthouse to make sure I had absolutely no power in this realm whatsoever. They wanted me to have absolutely nothing. And eventually, the one day after the hearing, all hell broke loose. They came to the base and basically destroyed everything except for the gold farm. But they came and destroyed everything in their path. Nothing stood. It was time for war. Now, after that, I had enough of being alone. I had no one on the realm who was with me. Absolutely no one. So you know what I did? I called a friend.
You got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me.
So eventually, after I got him onto the realm, he was getting geared up, getting ready for this final fight. And I was building a new base, underground into the mountains. Now, I called upon a couple of other people to help me out a little bit. But eventually, Liam got his hands on those two people. Yeah, this man executed both of them, gave them gear, and bribed them. So yeah, that base was routed out, and it got destroyed a couple of days later, I think. I don't remember too much about that base. Anyways, going forward a little bit, after the first case, after the first court hearing, there really wasn't too much punishment, I think. But then there was a second court hearing. And one of the guys following Liam decided to kill me over and over and over again. Because I didn't bring my netherite armor. Because I'm smart. They outnumbered me in that court hearing 3 or 4 to 1. So I called up my friend and I was like, hey, get on the realm because this is going to be big. So he comes in storming, and then once again, this goon starts attacking me, and I'm like, hey, can you help me out since you're in full netherite? And I've got nothing. And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And he almost kills them. But doesn't quite because they're all cowards. So, about 30 minutes later, Liam and the goon go to the base when it's just me there, and they light it up. and forever gone was my friend. It was just me now. And eventually, we had a few fights here and there. But unfortunately, no major victories and no major losses. And you know what? Because of all this, the realm eventually died out. One by one, everybody started to leave until it was just Deadshot and I. And eventually, he left too. And I had the decision to make. Do I keep playing this realm and keep grinding just in case if everybody does come back? Or do I just leave now? And so, when I got this bad boy right here, about 1.5 to 2 years ago, I decided it was time I ended the realm. But I didn't feel it was quite complete yet. And here's what I mean about that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's my story. The perfect ending. I get revenge, and they won't come back and take anything else from me. Now, yeah, over the years we have done a couple more realms here and there, but none of them led up to something as impactful as that. Until about a week and a half ago, I get a message from the owner of the original realm, and he said to me, "Hey, you go to a different high school, and I didn't tell you about this new realm that I created. You want to join?" Yeah, man, let's give it a shot. Well, I got bored pretty quick. You know, over the years, Minecraft isn't supposed to be this, like, battle royale game where you drop down and just kill people. And that's the problem I have with it, because in this new realm and in the old realm, there was never a break. There was never an armistice to where, like, we could all just have peace and just have fun and create. It was always war. It was always destruction. It was always just battle. There was no more fun in it. And I just wanted to create, honestly. I didn't want a full-scale war that would last months again. I can't do it again. So, when my friend got banned for spawning a wither at spawn, I decided it was time to hang it up for a while. And so, last Sunday, I took everything I learned, went to their spawn, and the rest is history. So why is he stalking me? Oh. Well, that was real nice. Fucking PvP. Wow. So, they're gonna do this to me now. I'm just gonna swim in the water. How do you feel about that? Can't even find the bounty. Wow. Oh my god, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. Psych, bitches! This is it! That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm you, man, and that was it. Yes, I'm BW, man, and as always, have a great day. Please piss off and go back to the next vlog another day. So with that in mind, everybody, have a great day.